This is just a quick review of Branford Marsalis' Upward Spiral album. In one way or another, jazz has typically drawn a line between the instrumentalists and the vocals. There continues to be a growing number of vocalists, however, that have musician-like sensibilities. Dee Dee Bridgewater, Sarah Vaughan back in the day, Ella Fitzgerald, Bobby McFerrin comes to mind, and then there's, of course, Kurt Elling. Branford's new album is something really special for his fans. I mean, seldom do we get the pleasure of hearing a vocalist that can hang with musicians of this caliber. And with Kurt in the mix, the quartet morphs seamlessly into a quintet, and the listener better hang on because these cats won't give the ear a chance to relax. Intensity. The music on Upward Spiral is, as with most of Branford's albums, the musicianship is very high, and we don't lose any of the emotion. That's one of the things I really respect about him as an artist. Many jazz musicians try to give you their resume in every song, or they just try to show you what they can do. They razzle dazzle, and that's all great. I mean, it has its place. We all like that at times, but Branford's able to convey that razzle dazzle without losing the emotional content. His brother Wynton is able to do that too. It's just when you're a musician of the highest caliber, and I think you have to remember to bring the emotion to the song. I haven't been excited about an album like this since Eternal, Branford's 2004 debut featuring Jeff Tain Watts on drums. Eternal had a maturity. It was an album of ballads, originals and covers, emotionally charged songs, a lot of intuition and interplay amongst the musicians. I mean, these guys have been playing together for a long time. And Branford's original song called Eternal, the album's namesake, was a 17-minute opus that climaxes about 10 minutes in. And man, it's some of the best music committed to the compact disc format. I mean, it is just phenomenal. Such a magic in the studio. You know, they just had to be very excited getting this out to press. It's one of those songs you feel like that they recorded and didn't want to do another take. Eternal is really one of the most powerful albums of ballads that I've had the pleasure of hearing, and to me, it's our generation's kind of blue. You've got stunning renditions of "Gloomy Sunday," "Ruby and the Pearl," the original by Joey, "The Lonely Swan." After the Eternal project, Branford released Coltrane's "A Love Supreme," and he did a DVD. And then there was Bragtown, which was an aggressive album that was delightfully fresh. Kind of reminded me of Tim Burns' Science Friction. I mean, it was, you could really sink your teeth into it, and it was even angry at times. Let's bring it back to Upward Spiral. And let me just say, very few vocalists, very few, could do what Kurt is doing with this quartet. The group is rounded up with the usual suspects, you know, Joey on piano and Eric Rivas on bass. Justin Faulkner is on drums, and he really carves out his own personality, his own niche. A lot of respect to Justin. He's got some big shoes to fill. Standout tracks on this album are "There's a Boat That's Leaving for New York," "Blue Gardenia," a very soft, could have been on Eternal, really. Elling is stunning in this one. Sonny Rollins' "Doxy," lyrically is cute, creative, fun, happy, everything. Can't say enough about it. Upward Spiral, another great song. Long as You're Living, a bonus track that I found very intriguing, and Sting's practical arrangement, which most people seem to like, the single of the album. And that song in particular is performed with a tender thoughtfulness, complete with touching melodies and a crescendo climax right near the end. I mean, mercy. This isn't the type of album that reveals itself in one or two listens. Really, it's going to take multiple listens. Branford's playing has never been stronger. Eric Rivas is a beast. Beast. Justin Faulkner, again, bringing his own personality to the mix. Really impressive for his age. I mean, we all know Tony Williams, but and I'm not saying he's Tony Williams. Okay. And Joey is perfection for Branford. All that being said, there's a couple of forgettable songs on the album. They keep it from getting a perfect 10 score. Mama Said being one, West Virginia Rose is one that I struggle with to understand. Hey, to each his own. Lastly, I just want to say, in a time when jazz albums are a lot of fluff and there's not a whole lot to offer out there in terms of real quality, this album is one that will stand the test of time, like Eternal, like Kind of Blue, like Bitches Brew. I don't know if they'll be, that earth-shattering, but this album is certainly worth some attention, and kudos to Branford, and I would be very happy if this quintet did something in the future. Maybe not right away, but something in the future. And if you can see this band live, do not miss it.